Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Do you know that you should be using LinkedIn to look for jobs? For those that may not know this, or those that may not have been utilizing their LinkedIn, exploring it further to better increase your chances of actually getting a job, you may want to watch this video. I know there's a lot of ideologies out there saying that don't rely on LinkedIn. I do want to share some tips and tricks on how you can actually make LinkedIn work for you. The first thing, before we even get into any of this stuff, right, I also have two bonus roles that I'm going to be sharing in this video, so you want to stay tuned till the end. Before we get into the video itself, if you are watching for the first time, do not be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and join this amazing growing family. On this channel, I provide unique remote job leads as well as provide tips and tricks to allow you stay employed, get new employment. The goal is all round growth, all round development, and all round success. So really, that's my goal. That's my primary reason for doing this. So again, if you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button and join this family. And make sure, don't just watch and keep the knowledge to yourself. I also encourage you to share with your friends and family. It's very essential. The one person win mentality doesn't help anybody. When everybody wins, everyone is happy. There is less envy, right? Right, guys? So it's really important, when you learn something new, share with somebody else. All right, so let's dive right in. So as I mentioned, LinkedIn is a place that I think it's really underestimated. There's a whole lot that you can do with LinkedIn. So I am going to be sharing some tips and tricks in this video. So first, you want to get a LinkedIn account. Okay, so if you don't have one yet, I encourage you to go for it. Make sure you have one open. You do not need to have any particular way, any particular account per se. You just need to have a username and a password. So you want to create an account, you log in. Once you're in, okay, you want to continue to build your profile. That's very, very important. It's important to continue to build your profile, because the more, honestly, it's just like similar to every other social media platform. The more connections you have, the more people take you seriously, the more even LinkedIn itself continue to publicize you or even showcase your profile to potential recruiters, to potential employers. So it's really essential to kind of create a persona around what you want people to see. As a professional, you want your headshot to be a professional picture. So you do not want just any headshot. I always say that. I encourage people to make sure that what you put out there should be a good reflection of how you want to be addressed. So very, very essential. So now that we've done that, right? So you can see on here, for example, this is my personal profile, and on here, you have your information, you have everything about you listed, okay? And you do need to, continue to evolve yourself, continue to engage with people's posts, etc. But one of the things I do want to just call out off the bat, if you are looking for work, okay, once you've established your account, you now have a profile. The first thing that I encourage people to do is to have this job section. You can actually go into the job section and look through potential opportunities that are available to you. Based on your profile, they're going to share with you whatever they think is a good fit for you, but you can definitely, you can tailor that to what you want, really. So it's really up to you at the end. So you can tailor it to whatever it is that works for you. So very essential to make sure that you check that frequently. So the more you check this, they also have an easy apply category where you can just go right in, apply, submit your resume with not much other information requested off of you, and then you can just submit your application easily and right away. So that's another way to go about looking for work. You can go through all of these, and like for example, these are roles that are sort of tied to my profile because of whatever I have elected are potential fit for me. So depending on what it is, it will definitely pull up samples for you, but you can definitely describe whatever you want. It says it right here, describe the job you want. So you can go ahead, if it's data entry you want to do, you can do that, put data entry, and then it's going to pull up examples of roles that are open. That's one way. The second way that I think it's has been very, very eye-opening to me is going on this search bar right here and basically searching for hiring. So just put hiring. Okay, so if I put hiring, for example, it's going to basically pull every person that is on LinkedIn that put basically hiring on their account. It could be in a job category, you can do it in a company category, you can do it in any category of your choice. And that is the beauty of this. So that's why I really wanted to share that with you guys. For example, you see on here right now, they are looking for a Series 7 tutor. So this is one that anyone can apply for. So if you don't know about it, you may never know. So if you click apply, and it gives you what the salary range is. So this is really cool, guys. So I encourage you to take advantage of this. You also see on here, this is an entry-level recruitment consultant role. They have multiple positions. Obviously, you do need to be attentive to whether or not it's remote, or if you have to physically, show up in person for work on a daily basis. So that obviously is one you need to double check. So right now they have several positions. If you notice, mine is in the job category, so I can go further and say all, and it's going to pull everything for me that has that hiring language in it. So you see on here, it went further into like posts. You can see posts, you can see jobs, you can see companies, people, groups, courses, etc. One of the reasons why this is one that I think it's a very good and promising potential way of actually applying for work. I've actually tested this theory and I have gotten a whole lot of responses back compared to me just going and submitting random application. So I did test this theory. You guys know me on this platform. If I have not tested something, I am not coming to share it with you because then there is no point. So my goal is I tested this theory and I got series and series of responses back, recruiters reaching out saying, oh, I'm very interested, and actually having conversations with recruiters as well, and also potentially even interviewing for different positions, even though currently I'm kind of still on the fence whether or not I want to get a new opportunity. But the point in this conversation is that I saw a very huge peak of responses because I followed this approach. Okay, so go into like posts, for example, then you're going to see all of the posts that are out there that has that tag on it. So you can then see this person says right here, I am hiring. Okay, so this, if you are interested in this talent acquisition specialist role, you know that this person actually posted the job. This is your job. Likely they are the manager for the position, or they are an HR person that works for the organization, but there is kind of that direct connection you have to someone that is posting that role, which sort of takes away the unknown of you don't know who to reach out to if you don't hear anything back. This, you can actually know exactly what's going on already. So this person says manager of recruiting, so you know that this is a recruiter for the organization called Sunset that posted this position, and this is the role they are looking for. You can comment and say, at Nikki, for example, I'm interested in this role. I want to apply. Do you think I'm a good fit? They can give you all the answers you need, sometimes even save you the trouble if maybe they think you're not a good fit. So that is why this is really an eye-opener for me, and I really was excited to come share with you guys, because it really allows you to be more targeted in your approach and also be more intentional in how you want to navigate your job search. So this is really cool. So you see on here, again, this is another opportunity. There are many roles that are open right now so that you can go further and explore. This one, for example, says we are hiring. They are looking for an expediter. This is a senior level position, is open. You also see this director of accounting role that is open right now. You see this is an electrical engineer level 2. I say we are hiring. Come join our awesome team. So you see a whole lot of more personal posts that way. Unlike every other platform, you may not be able to get that personal touch to it, and maybe so far off from the application process altogether, may not know who to reach out to if things don't work out, and so forth. So this really helps. Okay. So I hope you are finding this as helpful, or you're as excited about this as I am, because this was really cool for me. And to even see the positive outcome of it really gave me so much joy. So, and I wanted to quickly come and share that with you guys. So this is a remote position, for example. You see it, and it was just posted like 2 hours ago. This individual, it says Lady Emily, saying, come join our awesome sales team. And she posted it here, mid-market account executive. And this is a fully remote role as long as you reside in the United States. So that's just an example of many, many more that are available out there. It's really important to try different methods. To me, I always try different methods, try different things. If you've been applying for a while, you've not gotten the response you need, try this method and see if it works for you. I want to hear what your thoughts are when you try it. Okay. Did you get better response? Were you able to kind of move the needle on potentially landing your next opportunity? I want to hear from you guys. So I tested it and I got a lot of positive responses, but really need to also have you guys give it a try and let me know your thoughts. All right. So that is LinkedIn. Some of the tips I have, I wanted to quickly share that with you guys. I hope you find it helpful. In addition to that, I do have this bonus role that is open right now with Cigna. So this position is with Cigna and it is titled Benefit and Wellbeing Educator, and it is with Cigna Health, and it is a remote role, but you do need to reside in Texas. This position, you're going to be working very closely with different clients, brokers, to initiate and also implement different programs. You're going to be ensuring that the programs are customized to the customers. So depending on who you're representing for what service, this individual is going to help coordinate that relationship and continue to fructify that relationship. So very, very important role. With this position, you're doing a lot of customer events. You're working very closely with a lot of internal as well as partners, internal as well as external partners. You are working very closely as well with different clients. So depending on whatever the expectation is for those customer meetings, meet and greets, presentations, so it can really take different folds. So it's very exciting from that perspective. They also have what their ideal candidates would be. They are looking for someone that has a bachelor's degree in health education, someone with 1 to 2 years of experience in benefit education, presentation, event deployment, as well as support, someone that has the ability to obtain health and life insurance within 90 days of hire, someone who has a very good communication skills, knowledgeable in a lot of Microsoft Office products. You have the Word, you have Excel, and so forth. So that's what they're looking for. And also someone who can work 40 hours per week. That's pretty standard, right? For most people, 40 hours per week. So pretty standard, nothing new there. But I know there are a lot of people that work 20 hours as well, but this particular role is asking for 40 hours, and it makes sense. It is a full-time role, so it's not part-time. So 40 hours is always the expectation. Okay. So, and from my research, this position was going to pay between $75,000 to $100,000 a year, again $75,000 to $100,000. So the gap is quite high, or the spread out is quite different and significant. However, at a minimum you're getting $75,000 and maximum potentially up to 6 figures. So really something to keep in mind, and potentially I hope someone would apply for it, because I think it's a good fit. I also like the fact about this role, how it really offers you the opportunity to interact with multiple people. Anyone that is familiar with my channel knows how excited I get with jobs or roles that allows you or the opportunity to be collaborative with other areas, collaborative with other teams, because it really helps set you up for your next position. It helps equip you with all the tools you need to be successful on the other end, should that be your next move. Okay, so that is it for this video. Those are the roles. These, the last opportunity really is the position, which is with Cigna. And then obviously the tips and tricks. Hopefully you find everything helpful. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed already. Till next time, I wish you all the very best of luck. Take care, guys. Bye bye.